Hello students, this is A.K. Sharma Bio Classes and it presents the third chapter, Human Reproduction. Today we are going to learn female reproductive system. In the previous class we had already learned male reproductive system. So today in this section we are going to discuss the female reproductive system. Female reproductive system consists of four important parts like a pair of ovaries, accessory ducts, external genitalia, and mammary glands. Female reproductive system is specialized to support the process of gametogenesis, that is formation of gametes, ovum, ovulation, release of ovum, fertilization, that is fusion of male gamete and female gamete, sperm and ovum, then pregnancy, birth and child care. Female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries, accessory ducts, external genitalia and mammary glands. Accessory ducts consist of two fallopian tubes, uterus, vagina. External genitalia comprises mons pubis, vestibules, hymen and clitoris. And fourth important part is mammary gland. Although mammary glands are not directly involved in sexual reproduction, but it becomes a very important part of reproductive system in female, which provide nourishment to the child after birth. So it is a feeding organ to the babies after birth. Let us study all the organs one by one. The first part is paired ovaries. Ovaries are the primary female sex organs because they produce the female gamete, ovum. They also produce steroid hormones, ovarian hormones, estrogen and progesterone. It is 2 to 4 centimeter long and connected to the pelvic wall and uterus by a ligament. They are located on the both side of lower abdomen and it's connected to the pelvic wall and uterus by ligament. Each ovary is covered by a thin epithelium which includes the ovarian stroma. Ovarian stroma is the matrix of the ovary and it is divided into two zones, the peripheral cortex and inner medulla. So stroma has outer cortex and inner part is medulla. Ovary contains a group of cells. Those group of cells are called Graafian follicles or ovarian follicles. Each follicle carries a centrally placed ovum, as we can see here, and second part of female reproductive system is accessory ducts or duct system. So accessory ducts comprises of two fallopian tubes, uterus and vagina. Oviduct or fallopian tube. It is 10 to 12 centimeter long. It extends from the periphery of each ovary to the uterus and it has three parts: infundibulum, ampulla and isthmus. It has three parts: infundibulum, ampulla and isthmus. Infundibulum is a funnel shaped opening with many finger-like fimbriae. It helps in collecting the ovum. Fimbriae are the finger-like projections at the edge of infundibulum that helps in collecting the ovum after release of ovum or after ovulation. Ampulla is the wider part of fallopian tube, and isthmus, it is the narrower part of the oviduct. It has a narrow lumen and joins the uterus. And there is a junction between ampulla and isthmus. This ampullary isthmic junction where fertilization takes place or fusion of ovum and a sperm takes place. The ciliated epithelium lined the lumen of oviduct that drives the ovum towards the uterus. This ciliated epithelium helps in driving the uterus towards the uterus. The ciliated epithelium lined the lumen of oviduct drives the ovum towards the uterus. Uterus. Uterus is also called as the womb. It is shaped like an inverted pear. It is attached to the pelvic wall by a ligament. Uterus has three parts. Upper part is called fundus, middle is body, and terminal is called cervix. Cervix opens to vagina. Uterus is the part where the embryo develops into fetus. Uterus opens into vagina through a narrow cervix. Uterine wall has three layers of tissues, and the outermost layer is called perimetrium, middle layer is called myometrium, and innermost layer of uterus is called endometrium. Perimetrium is an external thin layer and myometrium is made up of smooth muscles. Endometrium is a glandular and vascular in nature. It is very important as it undergoes periodic changes during the menstrual cycle. Myometrium is the thick middle layer made up of smooth muscles. It exhibits a strong contraction during the delivery of the baby. Now next part is vagina. Vagina opens to exterior between urethra and anus. The lumen of vagina is lined by a glycogen-rich mucous membrane consisting of sensitive papilla and Bartholis gland. The secretion of Bartholis gland lubricate the male external genitalia during sexual act, or hymen is called maidenhead. It is a membrane that partially covers the opening of the vagina. It is often torn during the first coitus. It can also be broken by active participation in some sports like horseback riding, cycling, etc. Sometimes a sudden fall or jolts, insertion of a vaginal tampon, etc. In some women, the hymen can persist even after coitus. So, the presence or absence of hymen is not a reliable indication of virginity or any sexual experience in female. Next part of external genitalia is clitoris. It is highly sensitive organ. It is lying just in front of the urethral opening. It lies at the junction of labia minora above the urethral opening. And so the fourth part of female reproductive system are mammary glands or breast. Mammary glands are the characteristic features of all the female mammals. They are paired structures of breast that contains glandular tissues and some amount of fats. Glandular tissue in each mammary gland consists of 15 to 20 mammary lobes, and mammary lobes contains a cluster of cells, and those cluster of cells are called mammary alveoli, and each alveoli stores milk and secrete milks. So the cells of alveoli secrete milk. It is stored in the cavities of alveoli. It's also called lumen or the cavities of alveoli. Alveoli opens into the mammary tubules. The tubules of each lobe join to form a mammary duct. Several mammary ducts join to form a wider mammary ampulla, and this ampulla is connected to lactiferous duct through which milk is sucked out, and it comes out through nipple when a baby sucks the milk. And if we see the sequence of milk conduction or the path of milk conduction, how the milk starts from alveoli and reaches to lactiferous duct. Milk is secreted from mammary alveoli as it is stored in the lumen or cavities of alveoli. So from mammary alveoli, milk passes to mammary tubule, and it reaches to mammary duct from mammary tubule, from mammary duct to mammary ampulla, and mammary ampulla opens into lactiferous duct, and through duct it comes out of the breast and baby sucks it for feeding. So this is the path of flow of milk. Now let us test yourself. Ovulation is formation of ovum in ovary, release of ovarian hormone, formation of ovarian follicle, release of ovum from ovary. The muscular layer of the uterus is perimetrium, myometrium, endometrium, and corpus luteum. Which of the following organ is highly sensitive? Clitoris, Bartholin glands, hymen, mons pubis. Which is not a part of accessory duct of female reproductive system? Infundibulum, Graafian follicle, uterus, and vagina. Several mammary ducts join to form lactiferous duct, mammary tubule, mammary ampulla, mammary lobes, and here this becomes over, and next class will start gametogenesis. So by that time, be safe and healthy.